For this one, I gotta say, this is one of my favorite horror films of all time. The Serpent and the Rainbow. This is the Blu-ray from Shout Factory, which could be better, could be better, could be worse, could be better. Yeah, it's in between. But what is up, guys? I'm gonna have a lot to say about this, and I'm going to leave a link in the description to my review I did on this Blu-ray, because I did do a review on this Blu-ray when I got it. The picture quality is good, but the features could be better. Like, there's a commentary with Bill Pullman, but thank fuck I knew this ahead of time, that this commentary, it doesn't even fill the whole film. It's just part of it, and then Bill Pullman leaves. Interviews and all that, they really could have done this better. But The Serpent and the Rainbow, it's directed by Wes Craven, and you have a lot of famous people. And I love this flick. It does a lot of things right. Basically, it's about an anthropologist, sorry, I cannot speak today, anthropologist played by Bill Pullman, who is really good in this. Basically, it takes place in Haiti and deals with voodoo. And for my Grand Theft Auto viewers watching, Rockstar Games took inspiration from this movie to put it in Grand Theft Auto Vice City for the Haitian missions, because you see how Tommy's drugged and all this? It's taken from this movie. And that quote from the Haitians, "I want to hear you scream," is taken directly from this movie, except it's not said like that. It's like, "I want to hear you scream." But what does this flick do right? It's not like these shitty horror films of today where it's like, "Oh my god, jump scares everywhere! Nope, no suspense, nope, no atmosphere, jump scares everywhere." This doesn't have, it has like one jump scare and that's it. It actually tries with its suspense. It actually tries with its atmosphere. And it takes place in Haiti to basically bring this power that shows how you can bring humans back from the dead, and it has this tagline, "Don't bury me, I'm not dead." But what do I think this does right? First off, Bill Pullman, he's really good. You have a really fucked up torture scene with the villain played by Zakis Mokai? I apologize if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but who basically you find out is a dictator of Haiti. It's really good. And you figure out he has voodoo powers whenever you see people who died but come back to life. You find out he's been controlling them. And in the beginning, you see Bill Pullman. The backstory of this, I'll get into it a little bit later. The backstory of the filming for this was interesting. You could make a whole story of it of itself, but I'll get to that when I talk about the film. And I'm not going to go through the plot, because I know plenty of people have seen The Serpent and the Rainbow. But I will say, this is probably my favorite Wes Craven film. I know what people are thinking. Not Nightmare on Elm Street? Not Scream? Not that sort of thing? I like this because it feels very unique and different. I like how it's a very supernatural, methodical flick. Like, you really feel sorry for these people, and you really feel sorry for Bill Pullman, because he gets tortured. Because this takes place in Haiti, you see that he stands out. And 1 second, guys, I'm just gonna plug in my phone so it doesn't die while I'm filming. Shit. I apologize if this moving the camera a little bit, guys. I just don't want my phone to die while I'm filming. There we go. Fuck off, calls. There we go. Okay, there we go. But you really feel bad for these people and Bill Pullman. Like, what you find out later is that when he takes these drugs, you find out that the villain, Zakis Mokai, is basically inside of his head from the drug. Like, he sees a lot of hallucinations. He sees shit like one of the doctors later who you see her bite some glass and all that, and then fucking with him. It's fucked up. Like, he pretty much psychologically tortures him. It's brutal. Another scene that's fucked up is you see him asleep having a nightmare, some Pepsi Zero for this, but see him having a nightmare and he wakes up like he's in a casket getting drowned by blood. Another one, which this leopard right here you see throughout the movie. First you see it in the beginning where he's there and he jumps, and then the leopard jumps on him where he thinks he's having fun with a leopard, but in actuality it's not there, it's just him seeing things. Another example is the snake, or whenever he's with his co-pilot, he finds them dead and some worms are coming out of his mouth. Another example is this lady right here who helps him out a lot. He pretty much gets framed for her death and then taken in and tortured by Zakis Mokai. And this guy right here in the hat helps a lot. But to get to the production history, it's really interesting. Like, what I read about this and gathered from other reviews is that this was filmed in Haiti, majority of it. But they had lots of problems. Like, you had people who got started seeing hallucinations. You got people who got bombed and all that. There were bombs everywhere. Read that Bill Pullman had some hallucinations. It's really interesting. And they had to film the third act in the Dominican Republic, not in Haiti, because of all the shit that was going on. But what makes me say this is better than horror flicks today? First off, this one has a really good story. That's one of the things I really love about it. It has a really good story. Second, it actually tries with its scares and all that, and its suspense, and it builds it up. It's not, oh my god, a jump scare there, and a jump scare there, and a jump scare there. Nope. It actually tries, and it has great writing, great characters, great dialogue. Don't bury me, I'm not dead. I want to hear you scream. And a really fucked up torture scene where you see this chair, not like this, but like a big chair you see for electrocutions. Bill Pullman gets put onto that and he gets stabbed and screams loud. Like, you really feel sorry for this and what's happening. Like, that's one of the things I think this flick does well, is it makes you go, ugh. And it makes you really feel sorry for these people. Or this scene right here, where he's buried under the casket. It's fucked up. Oh, oops, I dropped my cover. Or this scene, whenever he sees this right here in a dream, there's a lot of good things. Or whenever he finally gets advantage of Zakis Mokai and then kills him, he first gets him burned, then comes back to life, and he tries to kill him, but then he uses the voodoo powers to torture him and get back at him. He's like, you want to kill me? And then he's like, no, I want to hear you scream. Then he stabs him, and then, it's really good, this flick. I know I'm kind of going all over the place, but this is one I hope people check out for themselves, The Serpent and the Rainbow. I really like it. I like the setting. It's based on a true story of Wade Davis, but with how true it is, we don't know. But I'm going to kind of keep this one short, because I want to kind of give people a chance to see it. I kind of covered my experiences with it and what I like about it and all that. It's a really good flick. It's probably my favorite Wes Craven film, and it's one of my favorite horror films of all time. The Serpent and the Rainbow. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. The next one you'll see is my favorite vampire film of all time, The Lost Boys. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and as usual with these movies, leave your thoughts down below if you've heard of The Serpent and the Rainbow or not. If you haven't heard of it, I highly recommend giving it a look. If you're a fan of horror films, rest in peace Wes Craven. If you're a fan of Wes Craven, give it a look. If you're a fan of Bill Pullman, give it a look. I just recommend people to give this a look. It's one of the best horror films in my opinion. It'd probably be in my top 5, to be honest. Really good story, and also the score by Brad Fiedel. One of the creepiest scores I've ever listened to. It's just, there's one thing this does really good at, in my opinion, is suspense, atmosphere. Because what I look for in a horror film, I think this does it the best, is if you can tell a really good story, if you can give me an atmosphere and you go, ugh, when watching it. Not, oh my god, a jump scare, ah, like that. That you'll just make me want to say, fuck your movie, fuck this movie, I'm out. No. To me, you gotta build a good suspense, good atmosphere, all that stuff. Another example is you see him, he pretty much gets kicked out of the country, but he comes back for these people to help them. And it's a very satisfying ending. It's not a downbeat ending, it's not sequel bait. It just does it very well. So yeah, I know this review for The Serpent and the Rainbow's all over the place, but I hope my review is good, and I hope everyone enjoys these films I'm talking about, because I really do enjoy it. It's a really good supernatural film, and a good horror film with great suspense, a great story. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's very well done. Alright. So in the next review, you'll see me talk about my favorite vampire film of all time, The Lost Boys. I'll have a lot to say about that. So, keep looking out for these reviews for the month of October. If I don't finish it in the month of October, I'll still keep going. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed my review of this great horror film, very underrated horror film, and hope you, if you check it out, I hope you enjoy it. And I hope it gives you a great suspense and atmosphere like it did for me. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.